back, it's Donwozi here, and in today's video is going to be the long-awaited Maelstrom Arena Guide. I've had this video requested to me for several patches now, and I just have not got around to doing it. There are several in-depth Maelstrom Arena Guides out there that I'll suggest in the description. I will leave a link in the description to Alcasts in-depth Maelstrom Arena Guide, which in that guide he goes over all the mechanics and stuff like that and just slows everything down and shows you all the mechanics individually. My guide will not be a conventional guide, it'll be more of a walkthrough or an analysis. So basically I'm going to show you footage of my recent flawless run in the Somerset patch with the new build, which the new builds will start rolling out next week, my new Maelstrom Arena builds. So basically in this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to analyse my gameplay, and I'm going to go through my thought process on every round and just little tips to what gets me through Maelstrom Arena and what originally got me through Maelstrom Arena. Like I said, if you want an in-depth guide, I will link Alcast's guide in the description. And also, like I said before, like I've said in previous videos, leave me a comment if you have any questions or anything like that. The builds will start rolling out next week, as I said, and thanks for watching, guys. So now we're in the Vale of the Surreal, the first round of Maelstrom Arena, and I know where the spawns are, so I'm just going to find the spawn, place my dots on one spawn, and then move to the next one. This guy's going to jump me and I'm going to get hit, which you shouldn't because they can keep you on the floor. But yeah, I've just finished them off. Same again, damage over time's down, focus on a different ad, so you can get through the rounds a lot quicker. Same again, I know a boss is going to spawn here and he's going to do the Spitfire, so I'm going to roll dodge that. And then I'm just going to finish him off really quickly with an ultimate. And then finish the rest of the ads off and move to the position that I will be for the rest. The next round introduces this mechanic, which is a spiraling circle, which if you stand inside it too long, you take damage over time. So just make sure you keep moving around and never stay mobile. I mean, never stay stagnant, always be mobile. So same again, always rinse and repeat, put your dots down on one portal and switch to the next one. Switch to the next target. I'm going to kill these two and then get ready for the next round, keeping my buffs up. And obviously there's a mini boss here, so I'm going to finish him off quickly before the other ads can get to me, and then I'll finish off the smaller ads as well. So in between rounds I'm keeping my buffs up, and I'm obviously, when the portals come, dots on one, heavy attacking and force pulse or mage's endless fury on another. Finish that guy off and then rinse and repeat. I'm going to kill him because he will stun me. And just always avoiding that AoE. So now I'm going to place the dots on the archer, kill the scamp, kill the archer because I know the Atros are quite a distance away, and then finish the Atro because my pets are tanking him, so they've made it a lot easier for me. Now it's the boss round. When he spawns, I'm going to place all my dots and my ultimate at once and then spam the living hell out of him like this. And then halfway through I'm going to reapply my dots. An ad is going to spawn, but because he's in the Destrual he'll die straight away, and then I'm just going to spam him until I get him to execute phase and then finish him off with the execute. And that is that round done. That is the burn phase. Normally it would teleport, but oh well, on to the next. So here we are on round 2, which is Seht's balcony, and the main mechanic are the spinning wheels that put a dot on you, but they are levers, as you just seen, to stop them. What I like to do is camp by the haste and health sigil, and then just do the same as I do on normal rounds, placing my dots on one and taking out the others from range. I'm always using my shield just to alleviate some of that damage over time that you're getting from the spinny blades. and then same again, a mini boss has spawned and I'm just going to burst him down. In between rounds I like to use the levers so that things not spinning no more and get my buffs back up, and then I'll just do same again. The reason we're camping between the health and hair sigil is because that's where the main boss, the end boss of this round is going to spawn. So that's where the first one's going to spawn, and I like to burst him down and get as much damage as possible. So same again, all we're doing is keep moving about, try stay out of the spinning blades and just hitting things from range. I know I can kite this guy. I'm always keeping my shield up 24/7, and same again in between rounds I'm just turning that off so I can put my buffs up without taking dot damage, or also for the dot damage to go. And then same again, dots down, killing these guys from range, making sure I'm putting my Endless Fury on for some magic back. Normally the smaller ones can just take one heavy attack and one Endless Fury to die. And then I'm going to focus this guy because the other guys aren't going to do me much damage, always keeping my shield up and always keeping my power surge on, my main source of healing. But this is the way that I found easier for me to beat this round. Just make sure you're ranged on the final boss, because he's going to do this animation so you can get as much burst on him as possible. So that's what I'm going to do. I've dropped my ulti, I've dropped my dots, and I'm just going to finish him as quickly as I possibly can. And now I'm just trying to avoid damage. I'm going to use this switch to alleviate some of the dot damage, get some magic back, and then put a little bit of damage onto him. As soon as he goes down, I'm going to roll dodge that. As soon as he goes down, I'm going to switch to the other target and get some of his health down. Obviously he's stuck in that animation, so we have time to DPS. I'm just going to get some, always getting magic back when I'm at about 50%. I always throw in a heavy attack. Obviously he's dipped back down playing duck and dive, so I know this guy's stuck in an animation now, so I'm just going to finish him off as quickly as possible, making sure my dots are down and my buffs are always up. If in doubt in Maelstrom Arena, always use your shield. It doesn't matter if you have to spam shield to survive the round. So I'm just going to finish him off and then we're on to the next. So now we're in the Drome of Toxic Shock, and the main mechanics you want to watch out for are in the water, the lightning, and on each platform, at the back of each platform, there will be a strangler that will spawn that will slow you down, and in the middle of either platform. So there's 4 spawns. So now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep the same as I've been doing. Obviously a strangler spawn there, so I'm going to finish him off quickly because as you can see it slows you right down. And then I'm just going to, it's easy to work out where the portals spawn. I'm just going to place my dots on one portal and then finish the rest from range. There's a mini boss here. I'm going to get out of the way of his AoE and obviously kill him. And then we're on to the next round. So now I know where the portals spawn, I know where the stranglers spawn. There's one over there, so I'm going to finish him off quickly, because as soon as the round comes, he's going to be a problem. And then place my dots down on one and focus the other. Just remember that in PvE, most things come to you, especially in solo instances. So if you just make sure your dots are always kind of on your position, you're always going to be getting damage out. And same again. A mini boss is going to spawn now, the second mini boss. This one is the most difficult for me, so I'm going to drop an ulti on him, but just beware, he does do an uppercut, and he also does AoE that you need to stay out of. It is bashable, but I never have time to bash it because I always kill him beforehand. And basically what I do is I drop my ulti and then just focus on the ads and let him die in my ult. Same again, round 3, we're going to place his dots down and kill everything else from range that doesn't come towards you. Make sure you're always keeping your buffs up and keeping track of the stranglers, because these are very problematic. Now when it comes to the actual boss round, there are 2 ways to do it. You can either kite the boss between islands, killing the ads in between, or you can do the burn. I go for the burn, so I take the power sigil. With this boss, you just want to finish the ads first, because she ain't very problematic. Just watch out for this mechanic. which she deflects things back at you, so she deflects projectiles back at you, so just be careful of that. I'm going to finish this straggler. Now we're on the boss round. I'm going to take the power sigil straight away so we can go for a burn. My pets are going to start hurting her straight away. I'm going to place my dots down. I'm not going to use my ultimate straight away. I'm going to wait until the ads spawn. I'm going to move out of the way of that because that does stun you. And then I'm just going to making sure I'm managing my stamina, keeping my buffs up, use my ultimate, because now I'm going to go for a full burn. Obviously a strangler's out, so I need to keep using my shield while burning her. I got caught in that, but I have enough stamina to break it. And that is that round done. And we're going to be on to the next round. Here we are in the 4th round of Maelstrom Arena, Veteran Maelstrom Arena, Seht's Flywheel. And straight away, as soon as I come in the arena, I know an ad's going to spawn here. So I'm going to place my dots here. And then on the opposite side of the arena, another ad's going to spawn. So I'm going to heavy attack, burst him down. And then with these two, I'm just going to place my dots as I see the portals. And just burst these down. Take my time to look, check my surroundings and see these little clockwork sentries, because you want to kill them as soon as they spawn. Just so you don't get any of them built up. And I mean, throughout this round, I get a lot of them built up. But that's just poor management of like watching out for them. So on to the next round, I'm going to camp this spawn again, because I know these guys, Dwarven Spheres, they're your main focus. They're the ones that are going to nuke you, so I make sure I find out where they spawn and chill by them. And then just finish the ads as they come. I don't really have any sort of kill order as I'm in Maelstrom. I just literally survive and do damage at the same time. So I'm always popping my shield, making sure my shield is up and stuff like that. And then on to the next one. Except from the spheres, these Dwarven Spheres, I make sure I kill these as soon as I see them, because they begin to get a bit problematic as the rounds come. And then as soon as I see spawns, I just camp them. Obviously I see a sentry here, that guy stayed up, so I need to be aware of where the lightning bolt's coming from, because I mismanaged that. And kill the mini boss. I need to kill this sphere as well, get him down so we don't get too many built up. And then in between rounds I just heavy attack these to get my magic back and do some damage to them, so when they come back they die straight away. I seen another one spawn, and when you get up to round 3 you don't see any portals, so you just need to check round the arena and look for these Dwarven Spheres. The little spiders don't do you much harm. After round 3 the portals only spawn sentries, so it's easy to catch them out. And then near the shield sigil, these two guys come up and you need to nuke these guys as soon as possible. I put all my efforts into killing these before I kill the rest. Obviously these guys, the sentries come back out, and then I'm always keeping my shield up and killing these. There's going to be 3 spawns of ads, 1 mini boss and 2 ads, which are here. So I'm gonna get the sentry, because I'm always looking out for the sentries, and then I'm gonna kill these guys and then kill the mini boss whilst still looking for sentries. I got hit with an uppercut which I should have been blocking, so watch out for them sort of mechanics. And then kill this guy. And then I know the boss is going to spawn behind me or in front of me right now, so I'm just going to wait here and wait for him to come. I am doing the burn phase, which means I'm going to stand underneath him and burn him, because you do get heals while you're underneath him. So I'm going to place my dots and I'm going to burn the hell out of him. Normally people would drop their ultimate at the start. I prefer to drop my ultimate at the end. And now I'm just focusing on the boss. I'm only using blockade and the pet, because them dots have a bigger area rather than liquid. As soon as he drops this firebomb, I'm going to drop my ultimate. I'm going to keep stacking my shield, get within a certain distance of him and kill him off completely. But so that's it, yeah, and on to the next round. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. Thanks guys. So here we are on round 5, which is the Rink of the Frozen Blood, and straight away this is island number 1. I know there's 2 portals spawning, so I'm going to get my dots down and I'm going to kill these on the back end of the island so I can transition over to island number 2, because adds are going to spawn here straight away. So I'm going to go to island number 2 and I'm going to kill these adds. Always make sure you're looking out for these guys, the trolls, because they will break your platform. So kill these. I'm going over to island number 3. Go to island number 3, kill these 2 adds, and then a boss will spawn on island number 2. And I'm just going to burn this boss. Place my dots down, burn him. He does have a heal mechanic, but you can DPS through that if you have enough DPS. If not, just give him a heavy attack. Another troll's going to spawn, and I'm going to kill them as soon as they come up, because they are really problematic. So I'll always murder them. So I'm on island number 1. I'm going to focus the ranged guys and let the melee guy, the ogre, die in my AoEs, and then I'm going to go over here. I'm straight on this ranged guy here. I'm going to kill him, and then these are going to die in my AoE. I'm going to heavy attack for some more resources, and then I'm going to kill this troll immediately. Go over to island number 3, and then kill the boss that spawns. He's not very difficult, this boss, so you can get your resources back and on to the next round. A troll spawned, so I'm going to kill him straight away while going back to island number 1, because that's where the spawns are. I'm going to drop my dots over here. I'm going to kite this frost guy, give him a little bit of DPS, but I'm going to straight away go for the range targets because they're the most problematic, and then I'm going to finish this frost guy getting some resources back with a heavy attack. I see a troll spawned and loads of adds have spawned, so sorry. I'm going to spam my shield, bash him, get him out of the way, replace my AoEs as soon as possible, drop my Destro ult because there's a lot of things going on and I could easily die from several attacks. So I want to get all these out of the way as fast as possible and finish that round. And then on to the next round. A troll spawns straight away, so I'm going to kill him and then get my dots down immediately. Obviously shield first. I'm going to go for not the bosses, going in and out of the mechanics in between. I'm going to go for the range targets first because the bosses are relatively easy. You can just kite them in circles and they'll die in AoEs. I'm going to finish this boss off. I'm going to go for the troll because I want them down as fast as possible so they don't break any of my islands. And then I'm just going to finish this boss off. And then another mini boss will spawn after these, I call them Nereids. That's what I've always called them. So another little mini boss. The melee adds are not important. So I'm gonna get some burst on this range frost guy, kill the Atro, do some roll dodges to get out of the way of stuff, to get out of the way of damaging effects, and then I've killed all the adds. Now I'm just gonna focus the boss on island number 3, and then I'm gonna get my resources back because I need to for the boss round. A troll spawning, so I'm going to kill him before the boss comes out. And this is the time where I start using sigils, so I'm going to pop the health sigil straight away. I'm going to place my dots down. I know adds are going to spawn to my left. I'm starting on this island for a reason, so I'm going to burst him down as quickly as possible. He's done the mechanic to break the island, so I'm going to get off. I'm going to finish these adds off while he's doing his mechanics and stuff. A troll spawned, so I'm going to finish him off. Weave in and out of his mechanic. I'm going to place my dots down, and then I'm probably going to go pick up the haste sigil because this gives you all recovery, magic, stamina and health, which is the best sigil. I'm going to finish these adds off. I see the mechanic, so I'm going to have to move to the last platform, and the reason we leave this for last is because I straight away pick up the damage sigil. I'm going to bash that guy, pick up the shield sigil, so then you can just go for an insane boss burn. I'm going to get him down a little bit, drop my ulti, drop my dots, move out of the way of that, and then I'm going to burn the living daylights out of him. So as soon as you kill him, all the rest of the adds are gone, and that is that round. I'll see you. So now we're in round 6, which is the Spiral of Shadows. So I'm going to activate my pets, get my buffs up. As soon as I walk in, I know there's going to be 2 add spawns right there. So I'm just going to keep my buffs up, put my dots down, and I'm going to finish these ads as soon as possible. So now it's the later rounds. So from the ice round onwards, I start using sigils a lot more now, because these rounds are more difficult. They become longer, so you need more sustain. I'm going to find these little bugs, and I'm going to get rid of as many totem webs as I possibly can, because I want to leave one webbed and the rest unwebbed for the final boss. And then I'm really bad with the spawns on this round, so I'm just going to run around like a madman killing things. The Atronachs, I'm going to block their heavy attack. They kind of shake me up because they are very problematic. As you can see, the spiders are coming, so I'm going to get to a gold totem as soon as possible, whilst finishing this ad off and starting the next round. And always keeping my buffs up in between rounds, like power surge. So I see a portal spawning. I'm going to line my wall of elements up with the other spawn, just so I can get damage on 2 lots of ads. I'm going to finish these off, and then I'm going to unweb one of the totems, just to make sure I've got only one totem that's webbed for the boss round. I'm going to finish these lot off. As you can see, in Maelstrom with the pet sort, the pets tank a lot of the ads. So now the portals are spawning. One's an Atronach, so I'm a bit shook, because Atronachs deal a lot of damage, so I'm just going to drop my Destral and finish him quickly. On to the next round, place my dot, and then I'm going to line my wall of elements up with the other ad, just so they're both in it and they're both taking damage. Spiders come, so I'm going to route round a gold totem. Make sure you're always looking for them spiders that web up the totems, because I miss them a lot and I end up messing up towards the last round. We have another Flesh Atronach, so I'm going to... The pet's tanking him for now. When he turns around on me, I'm just going to kite him a little bit and then finish him off with my damage. I'm always moving around because that lightning strike can be problematic. I've picked up the power sigil. As I said, from the ice round onwards, I pick up as many sigils as I humanly can, just because it makes the round so much easier, and it makes it a lot easier to be able to get flawless as well. So I'm going to line these dots up with both of these ads, so they're both in the damage and they're both taking damage at the same time. It makes the rounds go a lot quicker. A mini boss is going to spawn, and now we're getting chased by spiderlings, so I'm going to run round and get him to the gold. He's thrown a negate down, so I'm going to throw my dots on him, finish this spider off so it can't web up. I'm a bit shook by this boss, so I dropped my Destral. I've roll dodged that uppercut and then finish him off. I'm going to line my dots up with these 2 archers and then kill these first, because archers, in my opinion, are priority. I see 2 more portals spawning. I'm just going to dot up the middle. I'm going to finish this little guy so I have more time for the Atronach. I see spiders coming, and that spider we're going to web up a totem, so I killed him. I've gone to the gold totem to get them spiders to go, and then I'm just going to murder the Atronach. I'm just kiting him because he does a lot of damage and I was snared there. And then on to the next round. So we're on round 4, and I'm doing the same again, looking for the spiders, lining up my dots with two or more of the ads. I'm going to roll dodge that while picking up a haste sigil, just because I would have probably died there. I'm going to kite that lurcher as much as I possibly can, because he does some when he does some close-up damage, he stuns you. Now a mini boss is going to spawn. He has a mechanic where he throws poison balls at you, so when he does this animation, just roll dodge as quickly as possible, so you don't get the dot on you. I'm going to finish him and then focus on the ads, which I'm going to focus on the archers first. Spiders are coming, so I'm going to a totem. That totem actually went out, so I had to spam my shield and rush to the next one. So now I'm going to finish these ads off and kill that spider that will be webbing up my totem. And then it's on to the boss fight, the last boss fight before the end boss fight. And then I'm just going to continuously kite these guys, always looking out for them little spiders so they don't web up my totems. And then I'm going to finish these guys and get prepared for the boss round. I missed one of them bugs there, which I could have stunned the boss straight away, and I missed it, so I go and get some damage out on her straight away, pick up a haste sigil, pick up the damage sigil, and then carry on DPSing it. I see a bug, so I'm going to pull him to me so I can get her stunned. Because if you don't stun her, she does that OP thing. I got shook, so I had to get the spiders away from me. And now I'm going to go take that totem down. I spotted a spider, but he got stunned anyway. So now I'm going to focus all my efforts on the boss, dropping my dots, my ultimate, reactivating my buff, my power surge, and then spamming the living daylights out of her. I don't kill her as fast as I wish I would have done. But now we're on to the next round. So now we're into round 7, which is the Vault of Umbrage. This is the poison round. Midway through, I'm going to reactivate my food just because I'm a bit cautious towards this. This round heavily relies on sustain and awareness of where the mushrooms are on the floor. And there's a lot of RNG in this round. So I do tend to pick up as many sigils as possible. The first couple of rounds aren't that menacing. You will get archers that spawn left and right, so I focus these as soon as they come up, and then the rest of them I just place my dots and heavy attack and just take them out with AoE, or take them out with single target if there ain't that many of them. So another archer is going to spawn over there. I'm going to focus him immediately. I'm going to take him out as quickly as possible and then finish these guys. I'm going to block that attack so he doesn't stun me. And then the first mini boss is going to come up, which is a troll. So I'm going to try and get as much DPS on this guy as possible. Try kill him before he does this rage mode. If he doesn't, then just get some distance from him. Watch out for the rock throw because it does snare you. And then finish him off. On to the next round. Before rounds, I'm always checking left and right for the archer spawns. Because as soon as the archers spawn, I'm going to get my dots down on them and I'm going to finish them as quickly as possible. I've seen an archer to the right of me, so I'm going to put some damage on him. I'm going to finish this venom caller so I don't get mushroomed. I was out of that, but apparently I won't, so I had to go and cleanse myself. As you can see, that archer was taking aim, but if you roll dodge at the right point, you can dodge the taking aim. I took a haste sigil there because this round is heavily, it just takes a lot out of your stam sustain and magicka sustain. So I'm going to place a dot down on this troll and I'm going to finish this venom caller because it's going to cause problems. I'm going to roll out of that mushroom and then I'm going to try and finish this troll as quickly as possible. He's gone in his angry phase, and then when he comes out of it I'm just going to execute him and then on to the next round. I'm always standing by the haste sigil. I actually thought this with a haste sigil, I got it wrong. Pick up the haste sigil every round just because it gives you some extra recovery. I'm going to finish that venom caller and then kill these guys in my AoEs. So I see more spawns coming. I know that all these are just normal ads that are going to run to me anyway. So I'm just going to kill these in my AoEs once again. Now I know an archer's spawning. Two archers, one's going to be in front, one's going to be behind. I'm going to place my dots on this archer and then I'm going to murder this archer as quickly as possible. Mini boss is coming to the right. You need to roll dodge immediately as soon as he comes out so you don't get that dot. This guy spooks me the most, so I'm going to place my ultimate down on him and then kill that venom caller. Obviously roll dodging the mushroom so I don't get the poison. And then he dies in your Destro ult. Haste sigil again. I'm going to go for the archer once again, which is on the left. I'm going to kill him as quickly as possible and then kill these again in my AoEs. I know an archer spawning to the right, so I'm going to go straight for him. Kill him as quickly as possible. Always looking for venom callers. As you can see, I spotted one there and I went on the venom caller straight away. Now 3 archers are going to spawn, so I'm going to line my dots up on 2 of them. I'm going to focus one of them down, kill him straight away. And then I'm going to line my dots up again on the other 2 that are remaining. Kill the second one and then work my way to the third one and kill him as quickly as possible. Now 2 trolls are going to spawn. I'm going to kill the venom caller and get the health sigil because these 2 trolls are very problematic because they do a lot of snares and stuff like that, and the rock throws, you need to make sure you roll dodge them. And then the enrage, once they get to around about 50% health, I need to roll dodge out of that because that can nuke you. I'm going to kill one and the other one's going to die with him. So now it's the boss round. I'm going to pick the haste sigil up as soon as possible and place my dots down on this guy, on the boss. Pick up the health sigil as well. Drop my ulti and then get him down as quickly as possible. I'm going to look for the Venom Caller while he's in my Destro ult, so he won't cause me no problems. 2 adds are going to spawn in front and behind. I'm going to kill the one furthest away and then get in the closest one's shield while the boss does his like scream, because if you're not in that you'll die. I'm going to put some little amounts of DPS on him because I want to get some magic back for when we come out of this, and then I'm going to kill the Minder, the shield guy. I've been afflicted by poison, so I'm going to have to run straight over and cleanse that because the boss puts a dot on you as well. I'm going to have to bring my pets back out because they do die in the scream. Right now I'm a bit spooked. This boss really scares me, so I'm going to get my dots down and try get some DPS on him. I see a Venom Caller coming, so I'm going to kill him straight away so he don't cause me no problems. Moving in and out of the mechanics and stuff, and then just carry on killing this guy. I took the damage sigil because I was spooked and I thought I was going to die, and then use my ultimate, and then I'm just going to spam the living daylights out of him. 2 adds are going to spawn, but I know I can finish him before I have to worry about it, and that is the Vale of the Surreal, and I'll see you in the next round. So now we're into round 8, which is the Igneous Cistern, and this is the fire damage round with all the Daedra. There's a lot of Daedra in this, so straight away I'm going to find the 2 first portals, line up my wall of elements with the first 2 portals so they're all taking damage at the same time. I'm going to kill these, immediately go across to the Kingal, which is in the middle. I'm going to try kill this guy as quickly as possible because these guys are the most problematic, and then finish both the healers. 2-handed Ad is going to spawn behind him, but my pet's going to be tanking him at first, so I think it's a Catif. I'm going to finish him as quickly as possible, and then I'm going to look round just to see if there's no more ads. I see the warding stones up, so the boss is out, so I'm going to kill this warding stone, and then I'm going to drop my Destro ult on the boss and then finish him off as quickly as possible to get through the round as fast as possible. Now I know a Kingold is going to spawn this round, so I'm always going to take the haste sigil. The Kingold's there, so I'm going to place my dots down on him and kill him as fast as possible. The only thing I've got behind me is these little shout things, so I'm going to kill these guys with AoE and move over here to the next spawns because I know the spawns a little bit. So I'm going to line my dots up with these 2 guys again, so they're both taking damage in between it, and then kill these guys, kill the warding stone while I'm at it, and then I'm going to focus myself on the ads before I go into killing the boss. Obviously the boss stuns you, so you need to watch out and make sure you're blocking his attacks. So I'm going to take this ad out now, and then I'm going to focus on killing the boss. I'm not going to use my ultimate because he's nearly dead anyway, and I can save it for a crucial point next round. So next round is one of the harder rounds, so I'm going to take the haste sigil, and I'm going to kill these ads over here, should I say. Kill this guy. And then there's going to be 2 melee ads, so I'm going to roll dodge in between them while putting my dot down. And then I'm going to kill the healer as quickly as possible. I'm going to block that uppercut. Always need to watch out for the uppercuts. The reason I go in close with the 2-handed ads is so they can't crit rush me. Now it is the boss phase. I'm going to take out the warding stone, but I'm going to go over to the Kingal that's behind me. I'm going to drop my Destro ult. Hopefully the boss will move in towards me. So I'm going to kill the Kingal as quickly as possible. Get the boss to come into the Destro ult. Keep placing my dots down, keep blocking his attacks, and I'm going to kill him as quickly as I can. Get out of that AoE so it doesn't stun me, and then he's dead. The start of this next round, there's going to be a lot of ads that do projectiles, so I'm going to take the haste sigil, I'm going to take the shield sigil, and then kill the 2 Kingalds first. I do prioritise these because they are really problematic when they do that move that they've just done. So I've killed them as quickly as possible, and I'm going to finish the other 2 ads. Now I'm going to line my dots up with these 2 ads so they're both in them taking damage once again. That guy got stunned, so I'm going to finish him off as quickly as possible. Always applying Endless Fury. Now it's the mini-boss fight. I'm going to take this totem down, and then I'm going to focus all my attention on the ads first. I'm going to take the ads down. Obviously, kite this boss because he does snare you, and his fire breath does a lot of dot damage. So I'm just going to keep kiting him. I'm going to keep going around, reapplying my dots. Obviously I'm overcasting stuff, but I'm going to eventually kill him. Now my magic's really low. I'm going to take the haste sigil as soon as possible. I'm going to place my dots down on this totem, do one force pulse, and then I'm going to go to the next totem. I'm going to heavy attack this totem, and then I'm going to murder it. I'm going to use the power sigil. Now I know I've only got one totem up, put my dots down. I'm going to put my Destro ult down. When the totem breaks, I'm going to start killing the boss. So I'm just spamming him with my force pulse, reapply my dots, heavy attack for a little bit of magic back, and then I'm going to go for the kill. And there you go, that is that round, and I'll see you in the next round. And now we are in the last round, round 9, the Theatre of Despair, the most dreaded stage of them all. The one that even I got stuck on, so we're just going to do the exact same again. Now we're going to be avoiding the ghost. I see the archer taking aim, so I'm going to try kill him as quickly as possible. And keep my dots down, just being cognizant of my surroundings and what's going on. I see another archer, so he's weak, so I'm going to take him down as quickly as possible. I'm always, just remember that I'm always lining up my dots between at least 2 portals, so at least 2 enemies are taking damage as soon as they come out. The Daedrus just come out, and I'm going to nuke him down as quickly as possible. If you can't nuke him, then I would suggest just taking him round in a circle, so the fire breath don't get you as much. Same again, I'm going to line up my dots between 2 of the portals. And I'm going to work on the archer, because the archer is the one that does take an aim. I'm going to finish that guy, and then I'm going to finish this guy, pick up the gold ghost, and then do the same again. Line up my dots between 2 portals, so it's at least 2 things are taking damage. I'm going to run really low on sustain soon, so I'm going to start picking up the haste sigil. Now this guy's out. I dropped an ulti just because I was shook, because the archer were taking aim. I wanted to get him down as quickly as possible. I'm going to pick the sigil up, and then I'm going to try stay away from the ogre, because he does a weird belly bounce that knocks you over. And I'm going to try get him down as quickly as possible. He is my main target, because in my opinion he's the one that does the most damage, and he can stun you. And I'm going to finish the rest of the ads off and get on to the next round. I got a spectral explosion early, and instead of wasting it, I'm just going to save it until the next round starts and pop it off, just so the first lot of ads are stunned. And then I'm just going to kill these. I'm going to kill this. Luckily I timed it right, so the Creme Guard was stunned. And then same again, I just got stunned by the Nightblade, which you need to watch out for, because that is a killer. Fortunately I managed my stamina good enough to be able to take shots like that and break out of it. Now the mini boss is going to come, he's going to uppercut, I'm going to block that, and I'm going to finish him off really quick. Normally he'd throw the Daedric rune on the floor, or the volcanic rune on the floor, and stun you, but I managed to kill him before that. I'm going to pick up the power sigil, because these ogres do my head in, and I like to get rid of them as quickly as possible. I'm going to get some magic back with this guy. I'm going to line my dots up again between 2 portals. I'm going to drop an ultimate on this Creme Guard, because he's going to cause me a lot of mischief. He's doing his fire breath, so I'm going to run him around in circles. And then I'm going to finish the ads, go for the ghost. Obviously I can't get it because the round finished. And then on to the next round. So I'm going to take a sigil straight away, just because I can. I'm not in no position to get a massive score, which I'm not bothered about. I'm going to take the haste sigil just to keep my recovery up. These guys need killing as quickly as possible. I've got a spectral explosion, so I'm going to use it as soon as these come out, so I don't waste. Well, I'm going to use it soon, so I don't waste it. I'm going to kill these. I'm going to kill the Narcaraz, so he don't get to the middle to be able to summon. I'm going to use my spectral explosion now. Or roundabout now? Yeah, I'm going to use it now, so I can get rid of the Creme Guard without any fuss. And his minions. And then I'm going to go straight for the Narcaraz. The next spawn, I'm kind of looking for the Ogrim, because I don't know whereabouts he is. which is the next round. I mistook that. So I'm going to kill these ads as quickly as I can. Get these out of the way, get the ghost. And then I'm going to look for the Ogrim. Put my dots down on this guy. The Ogrim actually comes towards me. So I'm going to finish him off as soon as I can. And then I'm going to line my dots up between these two and DPS one of them down. Obviously he got a gold ghost, but I managed to kill him straight away. And then we're on to the next round. So the next round I'm going to look for the Krem guard and I'm going to try kill him first. I'm not going to use any sigils straight away because the big dragon monster thing's going to come down that looks like Bogdan. So I'm going to kill these guys and then straight away I'm going to go for the power sigil and the shield sigil. And then I'm going to place my dots down and my ultimate on this guy and try burn him as quickly as possible before the other ads come out. Obviously I've got the sigils so I'm protected. Now the ads are coming out, I'm going to try line up my dots between two of them. I see the archer taking aim, so I'm going to try kill him as quickly as possible, but I couldn't get him down quick enough, so I bashed him. Then same again, I'm going to line up my dots between these two again. As soon as I kill these, I know the Ogrim's coming next, but he'll be by himself. I haven't got an ultimate ready yet, but I do have a spectral explosion, so I'm going to try kill him as quickly as possible, so I can use the spectral explosion on the boss fight. I do not have a Destral, I only have a meteor. So I'm saving my spectral explosion right until the round starts, and then I'm going to pop my spectral explosion. I'm going to use my dots, pop my ultimate, and get him down to the elf percentage as quickly as possible. Now I know he's going up, I'm going to pick the haste sigil up for upstairs to make it easier for me. I'm going to kill the healer and then kill the Clanthea around this portal. Port up. I'm going to get as much damage as possible on this crystal, but I'm always looking to my left and my right, so when I'm up here I'm always looking at the boss rather than looking at the crystals to see when he's going to throw one of them skulls to knock me off, so I'm always ready to roll dodge. Just remember, if you haven't got enough stamina to roll dodge block, like you'll see, I'm finishing these crystals. I've always got my camera kind of on the boss so I can see that animation, and then I'll roll dodge like a second before he does it. I'm going to finish that crystal and go down. And then when I'm down, I'm going to go straight for the damage sigil, straight for the shield sigil, and then I'm going to make sure I'm getting the gold ghost while doing DPS on him. I'm going to wait to use my ultimate until he ports once, just to make it easier on me. The safe version is to kill the ads, but I just prefer to burn the boss. So I'm going to go straight on the boss, drop my ultimate, drop my dots, and then I'm going to move out of the way of that and spam the living daylights out of him until he dies. And that is my guide for Maelstrom Arena. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Like I said at the start of the video, I will leave an in-depth mechanic guide in the description. The guide is Alcasts. That's the reason I haven't done an in-depth mechanic guide, because there's thousands of in-depth mechanic guides out there. I just wanted to show you guys what I think, my thought process when I'm going through Maelstrom Arena, and just give you a little hint. As always, if you like the content, subscribe, leave me a like. Also, if you want to talk to me on Discord, you can do that. And as I said at the start of the video, my builds will be rolling out, my Maelstrom Arena builds will be rolling out as of next week. So I'm starting with the Sorcerer. So thanks again for watching, guys. If this has helped you, please leave me a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.